All right, we're going to start with the C major chord. Okay, so the C major chord, it's going to be a 5-string chord. So the low E string, the string on top, you're not going to play it. Now you're going to play the rest of them. We're going to start with our third finger, third fret of the A string, second finger, second fret of the D string. The G string is open. And then your first finger on the first fret of the B string. The high E string is open. So this is what it sounds like. It's important that you go ahead and strum one string at a time just so you understand which strings are being played and just to make sure that there's no buzzing or you're accidentally hitting the wrong one. Okay, and so make sure that, like always, that your fingers are arching over so that they're not hitting unnecessary strings. And here's a little tip. I use my thumb to mute this low E string. So if I accidentally hit it, it's not going to ring. I'm going to hit it and then not hit it just so you could hear the difference. So it's very subtle, but you need to play the right chord. So that's the C major. The next chord we're going to learn is the E major. This chord, you're using all 6 strings. The first string, the low E string, is going to be open. Then you're using your second finger, your middle finger, for the second fret of the A string. You're using your third finger for the second fret of the D string. And you're using your first finger, your pointer finger, on the first fret of the G string. Your last 2 strings, your B and your E, are going to be open. Some chords that you're going to learn, the formation or the fingering, you're going to use in future sounds. So this one is very important that you learn it because this one, the E, this is the E major fingering, right? So these 3 fingers, the way they're fretting, but see, this same fingering, if I move it around the neck, we can create other chords. So here's the E, this is the A, this is the B, back to the E. And so we get these open chords, and again, we'll learn this later, but I just want you to understand that some chords are really important to learn, and you could use them in other areas. So for example, okay, so now we're going to get into bar chords. We're going to show you the B major, but this is considered a bar chord, and bar chords really goof up a lot of people. The reason is because you do have to use some strength on your fingers, and if you don't have that yet, it'll be hard. But with time, you'll develop the strength. And so what I want you to do is just get the fingering down. So if you look at the little chart, what you'll see is your pointer finger is laying across all of these. And so to start off, I want you to get used to this formation here. Lay down your pointer finger, your first finger, across the second fret of all of the strings except for the low E string. So second, we're gonna fret on the A string, the D string, the G string, the B string, and the E string. And if you could make that sound, you're on your way to creating the bar chord. So there's no point to focus on the rest of the fingering if you can't lay this down and create the sound. So if it's too hard, try out the chord. But if that's too hard, then what you need to do is work on this until you get that down. One string at a time. Remember, you're not playing the low E string, but everything else you're playing. Okay, so once you get a hang of that where you can play that, then add the rest of them if you're having a hard time with it. Because that's how much pressure you need to place on this finger. Because these fingers over here that are fretting the actual chord, they need to be firm, and this needs to sound good. If not, it's gonna sound like this. You see that? You need to press enough. Normally we're telling you to arch or arc, but this one, your pointer finger is laying flat as it can go across your frets. These fingers are arched. So, as you can tell, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 4th fret, 4th fret. And then your high E string is 2nd fret with your pointer. Okay, so work on that, and if you have any questions, I could elaborate some more if you send a comment. Drop a comment, and I'll be responding, and if I need to, then I can create an extra video just for bar chords and how to really practice them. Okay, so the next bar chord for today is the F major. Now the F major starts with the 1st fret of the low E string, so now you're actually barring all of the 1st fret here. So now this is a little bit harder. Make sure that you're pinching like this on the guitar neck. So again, start with just fretting the entire 1st fret of all of the strings. And then you want to add the rest of them, and the fingering is so you got 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, all the way across, right? And then these fingers here, you have your 3rd finger on the A string, 3rd fret. 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. And 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. So here's the sound. Okay, and so some people won't play them all, and if you want to play the guitar correctly, you have to learn this. You'll get the hang of it over time, but obviously bar chords are a lot more challenging because it requires so much pressure on the neck. So what that means is you're going to feel the pressure on your fingertips, you're going to feel the pressure on your muscles of your hands. It's going to hurt, but over time, you'll get the hang of it as you build up the muscle strength in your fingers. So what you want to do is, just to make sure that you are learning these chords correctly, just go between chords. So go F major to the B major, F major, B major, F major, B major, and then throw in the other ones, E major, and then throw in the C. So let's go between C, E, F, B. Let's do that one more time. See if you could follow along. We're going to start with our C. Here's our tempo. 1, 2, ready, and... We're going to do that one more time. See if you can follow along. Here's the tempo. 1, 2, ready, and... Here's the tempo. 1, 2, ready, and... Here's the tempo. 1, 2, ready, and... along. Here's the tempo. 1, 2, ready, and. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hit the like, subscribe, share this, post this everywhere. It's awesome to be able to provide content, my knowledge on guitar, and teach new people how to play. So this is Learn It, Love It music. Learn the instrument, then you love it, and that's music. We'll see you next time.